right, so welcome. We are back. My name is Brandon Fitz. I'm the assistant director at the Wellesley Recreation Department, and on behalf of my director and myself, we'd like to welcome you to the fourth of our 6 summer concerts this summer, featuring tonight the Tom Nutile Band. I hope I pronounced that correctly, but we'll let these guys introduce themselves a little bit more in a second. But again, just a couple quick announcements. This is the Wellesley Recreation Summer Concert Series brought to you by Wellesley Bank. Tonight's sponsors are Roach Brothers, Corcoran and Hallovan Insurance, and Dr. Fantasia Family Dentistry. Make sure you guys check those out. We have a few things for you this evening. The Rotary Club has some snacks behind us, to my left, your right. We have the recreation booth with some of our summer camp counselors and Morris's Pond staff with some free giveaways and flyers with upcoming events. In a couple weeks, we have our Morris's Pond movie night, so bring your kids out for, I believe we're showing Cars 3 on the beach at Morris's Pond in a couple weeks. The kids are already making use of Knucklebones over here, and we have our expert summer camp face painters back there for some face painting if you guys are interested in that. But I don't want to take too much time, so without further ado, give it up and please put your hands together for the Tom Nutile Band.
Thank you very much. We are so happy to be here in Wellesley. And we are so happy that the weather is great, because that makes for a great concert. We opened up with a tune called it's called Bandstand Boogie. It was the theme from Dick Clark's show American Bandstand. And if you remember that at all, you probably remembered it as the pop and rock hits of the week. The show is so old, as was Dick Clark by the end, that it started off playing swing tunes, and so that was its original theme. I think the Count Basie Band might have been featured originally, and then there was a great sea change in America, and rock took over and Count Basie was bounced out. Ah well. We're going to go back into the world of swing, and then just like American Bandstand, we're going to kind of bridge the gap between old and new, pop and rock, big band stuff, and maybe even a little Sinatra. We're going to do a Glenn Miller tune now. It's called Little Brown Jug.
Somebody needs to go on that side. Come on. One, two, three. Sit, sit, sit. You gotta sit on that side. Let's play cat and mouse. Hey! Another game. Another game. I'm a cat. No, you guys are the people holding the parachute.
Thank you so much. I think I've been a little remiss in forgetting to call out our great soloists on these tunes. So we had on our first tune Mr. Kenji Kikuchi on tenor sax. And I'm going to forget most of them because pretty much everyone takes a solo in the course of the night. But I think we had Mr. Lee Prager on trombone and Professor Joseph Cosgrove on trumpet. We're going to do We're going to do a great swing tune. It's called 2 O'Clock Jump. I don't know whether they wrote it at 2 o'clock or they just kind of ran out of names, but it was written by kind of like an all-star trio: Harry James, Benny Goodman, Count Basie. 2 O'Clock Jump. That's a great little riff tune that we love to play. It's also blues, and we're going to do another blues. It was written by a very good friend of ours, a local sax player and songwriter named Jimmy Capone. It's called Blues Conference. He actually wrote it for an undergraduate class at Berklee College of Music, and I think it's sort of become a classic locally. Blues Conference. It's kind of in the late Count Basie style, and it goes something like this. Blues Conference, we have fun with that one. Let me see if I remember who took the solos. Before that, I didn't realize my voice was still changing. Before that, we on 2 o'clock jump, we had our great tenor saxophone player, Jim Reaper, take a solo, and I think we also had, was that Mr. Dorian Mohar on 2 o'clock. And then on Blues Conference, it kind of featured our rhythm section, especially with Mr. Dale Hubbard out front on keys. And that great plunger trombone solo by Mr. Ed Broadwin. Ed Broadwin. And I'm sorry when I was holding the mic out that I was obstructing the view of all of you over there. If Ed takes another solo, I'll hold the mic from the other side just so you can see Ed. So, yeah, there'll be pictures. We'll post pictures on the, no, we won't. I don't think we'll post pictures unless someone has some JPEGs they can give me. Anyway, we're going to call up our male vocalist, Mr. Jim Bramante, and we're going to do a Frank Sinatra tune. It's called The Summer Wind. I am very happy that that was a short train and not a long one. Otherwise, we'd be here all night.
The summer wind came blowing in from across the sea. It lingered there to touch your hair and walk with me. All summer long we sang a song and we strolled the golden sand. Two sweethearts and the summer wind, like painted kites, those days and nights go flying by. The world was new beneath the blue umbrella sky, and softer than a piper man, one day it called to you. I had lost you to the summer wind, and the autumn wind and the winter wind, they go drifting by. And still those days, those lonely days, go on and on. And guess who sighs his lullabies through nights that never end? Two sweethearts and the summer wind, and the summer wind, the summer wind, the summer wind. Thank you. What now?
I think we have a sea theme, because we're going to do now Beyond the Sea, which is a Bobby Darin tune. Beyond the Sea, after the summer wind came blowing in from across the sea.
Somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me, my lover stands on golden sands and watches the ships that go sailing. Somewhere beyond the sea, she's there waiting for me. If I could fly like birds on high, then straight to her arms I'd go sailing. It's far beyond the stars, it's near beyond the moon. I know beyond a doubt my heart will lead me there soon. We'll meet, I know we'll meet beyond the shore. We'll kiss just as before. Happy we'll be beyond the sea, and never again I'll go sailing. Beyond a doubt, my heart will lead me there soon. We'll meet, I know we'll meet beyond the shore. We'll kiss just as before. Happy we'll be beyond the sea, and never again I'll go sailing. No more sailing. Bye-bye, so long, farewell. No more sailing. No more sailing. Bye-bye. No more. Thanks. That was fun.
We're going to do a new tune for us. It's actually not all that new. It comes from the Pink Panther, but it was made popular again in big band circles by Michael Bublé a few years ago. It's called "It Had Better Be Tonight."
Henry Mancini. Meglio stasera, baby, go, go, go. Or as we natives say, fa subito. If you're ever gonna kiss me, it had better be tonight, while the mandolins are playing and stars are bright. If you're ever gonna tell me, it had better be tonight, or somebody else may tell me and whisper the words just right. Meglio stasera, baby, go, go, go. Or as we natives say, fa subito. If you're ever gonna hold me, it had better be tonight, or somebody else may hold me, whisper the words just right. Meglio stasera, baby, go, go, go. Or as we natives say, fa subito. For this poor Americano who knows a little of your speak, be a nice Italiana and start to teach. Tell me how in old Milano lovers hold each other tight. Be a nice paisana and whisper those words just right. Meglio stasera, baby, go, go, go. Or as we natives say, fa subito.
It had better be tonight, Mr. Jim Bramante.
Bow.
This is our Latin mini set that we did that one, and we're going to do a tune called "Quando, Quando, Quando," which I'm told means when. Well, why not tonight? So, I'm sorry, it means it's time. We should have done that one first, but no, we like to build up to special things, which means calling up our female vocalist, Marianne Talty, to do this with Jim. Cuando, cuando, cuando.
Tell me, when will you be mine? Tell me cuando, cuando, cuando. Can we share a love divine? Oh, don't make me wait again. When will you say yes to me?
When will you say yes to me?
Tell me cuando, cuando, cuando.
Tell me cuando, cuando, cuando.
It means happiness to me.
You mean happiness to me.
Oh, my love, please tell me when. Every moment's a day.
Every moment's a day.
Every day seems a lifetime.
Day seems like a lifetime.
Let me show you the way.
Let me show you the way
To a joy beyond compare.
I can't wait a moment more. Tell me quando, quando, quando.
Tell me cuando, cuando, cuando.
To say it's me that you adore. And my darling, tell me when.
Every moment's a day.
Every moment's a day.
Every day seems a lifetime. Let me show you the way.
Let me show you the way
To a joy beyond compare. I can wait a moment more.
I can't wait a moment more.
Tell me cuando, cuando, cuando. Is it me that you adore? And my darling, tell me when. And my darling, tell me when. Oh, my darling, tell me when. darling, tell me when.
Thank you.
When, or tell me when. Quando. With that great solo by Mr. Kenji Kikuchi, so great. Makes me start to drop things. We're gonna do a New Orleans tune. It's actually an old traditional American song. It's been sung many times in churches as a hymn, and it was sort of taken over by the street marchers in New Orleans way back when. It's kind of a New Orleans second line song, and what you mean by that is your best friend has just died in New Orleans, and you have the marching band, and you're marching slowly and somberly to the cemetery to bury him. And once you've done that, it's New Orleans. So on the way back, it's party time. Just a closer walk with thee. And there's no count off or pause. We go directly from 16 to 17. The drummer's leading us on that. And at the beginning, you have a little bit of leeway to provide, but not too much. We'll give you 4 beats in a round.
Over here.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just a closer walk with a New Orleans style, with that great, great street beat New Orleans drumming by Mr. Mark Fairweather. Mark Fairweather. And New Orleans second line tenor saxophone playing by Jim Ripa, Mr. Jim Ripa. I think we're going to skip forward to, if I can lose the numbness in my right hand, Moonlight Serenade, we're going to skip down forward to. Creepers. You know, I am going to try. I have too much music on the stand. We're going to do a great, this is the time when we play dances, when I tell everyone to get up and dance, because you don't need to know how to dance to do a slow tune like this. This is Glenn Miller's theme song. It's Moonlight Serenade, and this is the most beautiful green dance floor I've ever seen, so if anyone wants to dance, usually when we do a concert like this about halfway through, people do lose their inhibitions, and they say, this is just the best band in the world that I've ever heard, and if I don't dance to them now, I'll just never get another chance. So here's Moonlight Serenade. Feel free to dance or just listen. One, two, three. I noticed the dance floor got a little bit crowded, and I'm so glad that you decided to do that. We're going to do a, I'm going to say we are a traditional big band 2.0 or maybe 3.0 because we go way, way beyond that to modern stuff, as you've seen. But occasionally we go back in time, and this was a big hit in the 1920s. It's called I Want to Be Loved by You. I wasn't around in the 1920s, so I didn't know that this was actually a hit then. I just saw it on late night TV in the movie that Marilyn Monroe starred in, Some Like It Hot. And, well, she sang it, and it was originally done by the woman who's the original Betty Boop, and I'm forgetting her name, but it's sung much better by Mary Ann. And it goes something like this.
I wanna be loved by you, just you, and nobody else but you. I wanna be loved by you alone. Boop boop be doo boo. I wanna be kissed by you, just you, and nobody else but you. I wanna be kissed by you alone. I couldn't aspire to anything higher than to feel the desire to make you my own. I wanna be loved by you, just you, and nobody else but you. I wanna be loved by you alone. I couldn't aspire to anything higher than to feel the desire to make you my own. I wanna be loved by you, just you, and nobody else but you. I wanna be loved by you, but diddly 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 dum, boop boopy doo, boo! Thank you.
No, nobody does it better. I saw the movie. Marilyn Monroe didn't do it that well. That is so great. We're gonna do a. I was gonna say we're gonna do a modern tune. It's Route 66, and I think Nat King Cole first did it in like 1946 or 1956 or something. But for us, it's a modern, and it also features Mary Ann and some of the people in the band. So give me 1 second here, and we're gonna figure that one out. So can we put the microphone a little bit further down from Gary? And so and maybe this one down for Nigel, or am I? Yeah. You know, microphone placement is everything. Just like in makeup, it's all about lighting. It's all about microphone placement here. And then at letter E, what did I say? First time Barry, second time Nigel, third time Rockwood. So my long count, and then I'm just going to give you 2 beats on the second. And you're in on the fourth. 1, 2.
If you ever plan to motor west, travel my way, take the highway, that's the best. Get your kicks on Route 66. It winds from Chicago to LA, more than 2,000 miles along the way. Well, baby, get your kicks on Route 66. When you go through St. Louis, Joplin, Missouri, Oklahoma City looks mighty pretty. You see Amarillo, Gallup, New Mexico, Flagstaff, Arizona, don't forget Winona, Kingman, Boston, San Bernardino. Won't you get hip to this timely tip when you make that California trip? Oh baby, get your kicks on Route 66. Get your kicks on Route 66. Get your kicks on Route 66. Where you go through St. Louis, Joplin, Missouri, Oklahoma City looks mighty pretty. You see Amarillo, Gallup, New Mexico, Flagstaff, Arizona, don't forget Winona, Kingman, Boston, San Bernardino. Won't you get hip to this timely tip when you make that California trip? Oh baby, get your kicks on Route 66. Get your kicks on Route 66. Get your kicks on Route 66. Thank you.
Yes, indeed. Get your kicks on Route 66. And we got some kicks there, as did a few of the members of our band. Let's see. Let's see. Our wonderful guitarist, Mr. Ross Adams, took a solo. Our lead alto saxophonist, Nigel Yancey. And one of the great anchors of the band, our Barry sax player, who happens to be named Barry Fleischer. He tells me his parents didn't force him to play Barry sax, it just happened naturally. So. We're playing with microphones again because we want to give you the perfect listening experience. And I like to hear the great soloists in the band. So we're going back to set one. So I'm going to sit right down and write myself a letter, and it features Mary Ann and some other people.
I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter and make believe it came from you. I'm gonna write words so sweet, they're gonna knock me off my feet. Kisses on the bottom, I'll be glad I got 'em. I'm gonna smile and say I hope you're feeling better, and sign with love the way you do. I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter and make believe it came from you. I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter and make believe it came from you. I'm gonna write words so sweet, they're gonna knock me off my feet. Kisses on the bottom, I'll be glad I got 'em. I'm gonna smile and say I hope you're feeling better, and sign with love the way you do. I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter and make believe it came. You know I feel the same, and make believe it came from you. Thank you.
Sit right down and write myself a letter. Boy, that is a great tune, and that featured Mr. Nigel Yancey on alto saxophone. We're going to do a Nora Jones tune. It's called Don't Know Why.
I waited till I saw the sun. Don't know why I didn't come. I left you by the house of fun. Don't know why I didn't come. I don't know why I didn't come. When I saw the break of day, wish that I could fly away. Instead of kneeling in the sand, catching teardrops in my hand. My heart is drenched in wine, but you be on my mind forever. Out across the endless sea, I would die in ecstasy, but I'll be a bag of bones driving down this road alone. My heart is drenched in wine, but you be on my mind forever. My heart is drenched in wine, but you be on my mind forever. Something has to make you run. Don't know why I didn't come. I feel as empty as a drum. Don't know why I didn't come. I don't know why I didn't come. I don't know why I didn't come. Thank you so much.
So from Betty Boop to Nora Jones in about 30 seconds flat, that's Marianne. What a great, great versatile, what great range. We're gonna do a kind of a swing tune. I know that sounds redundant, but it's called Flying Home. It was, yeah, this is our sweet spot. This was originally recorded in 1944 by the Lionel Hampton Big Band, and it featured a very young Illinois Jacquette. I think he was 19 years old, and boy could he blow. And he's a personal favorite of mine because I went to hear him in his latter days, and I realized that I tower over him. So anyway, Flying Home. So this isn't that fast. 63 I have. The first time through it's a trumpet solo, and the second time through it's a trombone solo. So whichever one you guys want, so just... This isn't as fast as the Lionel Hampton arrangement. So the pickups on the second guitar I count. 1, 2, 3. at home, then no, we're not quite ready yet to fly home. Anyway, that featured, who did that feature? Mr. Jim Reap on tenor saxophone, Jim Reap. Our lead trombonist, Mr. Lee Prager, and on trumpet, Joe Cosgrove. We're going to do a tune that was written especially for Louis Armstrong. It was the mid to late '60s, and if you remember that era, it was kind of an era when the country was divided and politics was kind of brutal and violent, and the people over at the record company thought, why don't we put together an album of feel-good tunes? Why don't we write one that sounds like an old-timey tune that's new? And why don't we give this to Louis Armstrong to play? And part of that was that he hadn't had a hit since I think it was 1963 with Hello Dolly, so it was 5 years and it was time. So they came up with What a Wonderful World. And this is our arrangement, written especially for us by a former member of the band, Mr. Frank Biondo. What a Wonderful World. One, two, three. What a wonderful world, featuring our own Louis Armstrong, Mr. Louis Armstrong. Pat Stout, Mr. Pat Stout on trumpet. We're gonna do a great American songbook tune called Night and Day, written by Cole Porter, but we're gonna do it kind of big band jazz style. Night and Day.
From Hawaii. Yeah, but you can clean it. What? Yeah. Cole Porter jazz interpretation, and that featured, of course, Mr. Pat Stout on the great trumpet jazz solo. And basically, that was a I'm going to call that, I don't know, a sonata for jazz drums. That basically was a drum feature from beginning to end for Mr. Mark Fairweather. Mark Fairweather on drums. And I just kind of sprung that on the band. I don't think we've played that or rehearsed that in 10 years, but Mark, you are amazing. Great job. So let's see, what do we have here now? What do I keep bringing up?
We're going to call Jim and Marianne up, and they are going to do a duet. It's called I'm Gonna Get You on a Slow Boat to China.
I'm gonna get you on a slow boat to China, all to myself alone. Get you and keep you in my arms evermore. Leave all the others waiting on the faraway shore. Out on the briny, where the moon's big and shiny, melting your heart of stone. I'm gonna get you on a slow boat to China, all to myself.
Oh, well, Marianne, I didn't know you kind of felt that way.
I don't. I need a piano player.
Oh, just
You're
like
not
the
gonna
old
change
days.
keys on me, are ya?
Yeah, listen.
Oh,
Here it comes.
no. I'm gonna get you
You're never
on
gonna
a
get
slow
me
boat to
down in a
China.
fast or slow.
On through myself all alone. I'm gonna make you mine.
I'll never take your time.
Get you and keep you in my band evermore.
Listen to what time.
Leave all the others on the shore.
I'll never go to China and back.
Out on the briny, where the moon's big and shiny, melting your heart of stone. Come on, what do you say?
You always get your way.
I'm gonna get you on a slow boat to China, all to myself, alone together, all to myself.
I think the two of you had fun on that. I could definitely tell we had fun on that. So let's do another duet. We are going to do a. We have. Let me tell you a little bit about the band. The band has been around since the beginning of time. It seems. No, it only seems that way. The precursor of this band was started in 1945 by my dad, who was then a teenager in East Boston, and so some of our stuff is really authentic and is from the swing era. And the band was started again in 1970, so it's been in continuous operation since then. And so we have probably about 1,000 different arrangements, and every now and then I'll break down and say, why don't we have someone write something specially for us? So we had one of the best arrangers in Boston, Tommy Lamarck, score this for us. It's from, well, it's not originally from Jersey Boys, but you might recognize it from that. It's the Frankie Valli tune, Can't Take My Eyes Off of You, and we do it as a duet, featuring, of course, Jim and Marianne. One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 4.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. But long last love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you.
Pardon the way that I stare, there's nothing else to compare. The sight of you leaves me weak. There are no words left to speak. And if you feel like I feel, please let me know that it's real. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off you.
And if it's quite alright, I need you, baby, to warm the lonely night. I love you, baby. Trust in me when I say, oh, pretty baby, don't bring me down, I pray. Oh, pretty baby, now that I found you, stay. Let me love you, baby. Let me love you.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. As long as love is arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off you.
And if it's quite alright, I need you, baby, to warm the lonely night. I love you, baby.
Trust in me when I say, oh, pretty baby, don't bring me down, I pray. Oh, pretty baby, now that I found you, stay. Let me love you, baby. Let me love you.
Trust in me when I say, oh, pretty baby, don't bring me down, I pray. Oh, pretty baby, now that I found you, stay. Let me love you, baby, let me love you. You're just too good to be true.
Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know, these concerts are timed perfectly. We're supposed to play till 8:30, and we can only play till it gets too dark to play, and which is basically one and the same. So we're going to play one more tune for you. We're going to go out, since this is an outdoor concert, with a patriotic tune. It's Stars and Stripes for Big Band. Stars and Stripes for Big Band. And I bet you can't guess that it features a piccolo in it. How could you figure that one out? Anyway, we love playing for you. Wellesley is a great, great, great venue for us, and we love coming here as often as we can. This band is, I was born and raised in Needham, and we're still based in Needham. And now I live in Natick, so the way I look at it is I've got you surrounded. So I just love to just drive down the street and play this concert. So thank you so much. We're gonna go out on Stars and Stripes. You've been a wonderful audience. Thank you for staying till the end, and hopefully we'll see you next year. bars of 2 and we're in. Let's not rush this. 1, 2, 1, 2. Thank you so much and good night. And of course, great piccolo, that great piccolo solo by our great tenor sax player, Mr. Jim Ripa. Jim Ripa, multi-instrumentalist threat on piccolo. Thank you, Wellesley, and good night. We love playing for you.